Hi there, my name is Amanda Silver Sister and welcome to my YouTube channel. I've come to the conclusion that the reason that people get so annoyed with my gray hair is because they are trying to find some sort of peace or assurance that if they keep doing all of the things that they're doing, that they're going to hold on to their youth. When they see women who are willing to shed that expectation and embrace their natural self, it makes them uneasy because I feel like the main thing here is you need to be okay with yourself. You need to feel good with your true, authentic self. You need to be okay with aging. And that when people are trying so hard not to age and so hard to hold on to their youth because they feel their youth is what makes them valuable, when a woman who is embracing their gray hair, who feels confident, who obviously is defining beauty for herself comes up, those people get their backs up, often on social media, so they do it in an invisible way. I've never had anybody come to my face to be really rude like that. But I feel like there is a trigger in them when they see someone like me who's embracing their gray hair. I'm fine with being older. I'm fine getting older, and I'm gonna get old for free. I'm not gonna get old with all of the injections and all of the dye and all of that. I still wear makeup. I don't feel like I go get my hair cut. I try to take care of myself, but I feel like women are beautiful and aging can be beautiful. So I feel like it upsets people because there's something that they've bought into, and that when they see a woman who's not buying into it, they just don't know where to put it. And I think it gives them some security to feel like they have power to control that aging. And when your value is so tied up in that, someone like me or another Silver Sister, it creates unrest and it makes them need to bring you down a little bit because you're disturbing something that they have put their belief in. So that is something you need to realize and take away if you are deciding to embrace your gray hair, because you are going to have people who criticize it. And particularly when you're going through the gray hair grow out, it'll be friends, it'll be coworkers, it'll be family. And they will give you this unsolicited advice about it because they want you to stop, because you are making them uncomfortable, because you are changing a narrative that they have chose to believe. You are switching up so I think those women have a hard time believing in their own value as outside of maybe their appearance and what they look like. So I have not felt that for forever. Like, I know that I am much more valuable, and I'm not valuable because of what I look like or what my hair looks like, or if I'm skinny, or if I'm the most beautiful person, or none of that matters. What makes me valuable is who I am and what I contribute to the world, what kind of person I am, my thoughts. This is just a package that I came in. So that's just my 2 cents about that. But I think the takeaway is just know that, realize why you're going to embrace your gray hair. You really have to own that decision for yourself, because you're not going to get a lot of validation outside of maybe the Silver Sister community. We're very supportive, but there is still a huge group of people out there. And it's sad to me that women feel that they need to chase youth to feel valuable. Again, that's my choice. I'm not trying to start anything. That's just what I think. I also have no issues if a woman wants to do that, but don't come after me or people who don't want to do this. And when the people come to you, it's like somebody who embraces like Botox and dyeing their hair and lashes or fillers or whatever. I'm not necessarily saying that they're triggered by me. It's just the ones that, though they could be very secure and happy in who they are, it's the ones that come out to try to find you, to tell you not to do what you're doing. That's what I'm saying, is you're upsetting the way that they've thought. The ones that are happy doing what they're doing and they're happy with us doing what we're doing, that's fantastic. To each their own. I have no issues. But the ones that take the time to kind of throw you off, I feel like that is possibly why. It's a them issue. It's not a you issue. And they try to make it a you issue. But generally when people do that, that's what I think the reason is, or that's from my experience, what I've been able to kind of decipher. I believe that when you embrace your gray hair, that you are not choosing to get old, you're just choosing to be bold. And you do not have to feel like you're letting yourself go. There's 2 little phrases here, but you're letting yourself grow. Those are great things to say in response to people. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, I apologize. It's been a long time since I've had a video on here. I've had a lot going on and all good things, but also I've been on here for a while. I have an Instagram account. My account there is Amanda Silver Sister. Feel free to follow me over there. I've done less and less gray hair stuff and more fashion stuff, just because I have been so fortunate because of my gray hair journey, getting a lot of momentum on there and a lot of followers and people who've connected with me over the years. And so now I get to feature free stuff and it's fun and I really like it. I never edit my videos, that's the other thing. So this is it. I just kind of talk constantly and then when I'm done, I'm done. But yeah, so if you've noticed, I have chopped my hair off. Over the videos, you'll see my hair kind of changing throughout them, but I went from long and I really wanted to have long gray hair because I felt like I wanted to break that stereotype that, you know, that you could still have long hair and it be beautiful and it can be gray and that's fine. And I did that. And I loved it. I will be 52 next month. And what I started noticing was that my hair was getting a little bit thinner. And as I was growing it longer, those ends were starting to look a little bit thin to me and I wasn't loving that. And so I thought, okay, what kind of trendy haircut can I get that makes me feel good? And I know this haircut is my favorite so far. I always feel like I'm sort of put together, even if I just roll out of bed. It's super easy to do because I finally grew out all of my hair all one length. This made it feel like it's healthy and it's a little bit thicker. So I've always had a lot of thin hair. So you just gotta choose a hairstyle that you love and you've gotta be ready for what you do. But this one has been awesome for me. I didn't even wash it today because I also, now that I am definitely in perimenopause, in some of the other videos, I question if I am or if I'm not, but I absolutely am in perimenopause. Your hair does change. Now, I also feel like when you take the dyes out of your hair and you watch what you put on your hair does get the healthiest that it's ever been. My hair is gray. I thought gray hair meant dull hair, brittle hair. My hair is so soft and like very, very healthy. I do struggle a little bit, particularly on this side with some yellowing. So I'm very aware of how much sun I let I'm protected. I try to put heat protector on all the time if I'm straightening my hair. If I'm in the sun, I try to wear a hat. I don't always do that. And I find with this shorter hair that I get more frequent cuts, so it's more healthy and the yellow gets cut off a little bit. But that's probably the thing that I have found the most challenging with gray hair is just trying to keep it as white as I can. Also, I'm always wearing black. I love wearing black. You can see it. There's probably a gray hair for this whole, oh yeah, right here, look at this. This whole video, there's probably been this little hair sitting and yeah, that's probably another thing is just they show up so much on gray. But other than that, those are the two things that you'll see your gray hair. I often have to ask my husband to de-shed me before I leave if I'm wearing black. And just that my hair was getting thin and that had nothing to do with your gray hair. That had to do with getting a little bit older and getting into perimenopause. Your hair may thin out for some women and I know I was experiencing that. So before I go, I want to talk a little bit about a really cool experience that I got to do. And if you're from the US and you see it, I want you to tell me because I've never seen this video. So I am obviously not a model I got cast in a Real Person Dove campaign, and so it's airing on Amazon Prime. So if you watch any kind of Amazon, I think there's Amazon TV, I guess, and then there's, no, Prime, Amazon Prime TV? I don't really know. You can let me know in the comments if you do know how to say it. Anyways, so there'll be a Dove ad comes on, and it will be me. And before I go, I just want to tell you what a stretch it was, but I can tell you that I got cast in that as the token gray-haired lady, and it was so fun to be a part. So they put us in bra and underwear, nothing very flattering, nothing push-up, nothing high-waisted. They weren't the best. Some of the pictures, I cringe when I see myself, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But they really wanted like everyday women and women who looked normal that people could relate to. Oh, and if I think about it, I'm pointing right here so that I will put a little picture of the group that we all got to do this together. So that was the ad. And yeah, it was really exciting to be a part of, but I'm sharing that because I do feel like that was something that opened up because of my gray hair. And so don't think that if you choose to go gray that you're giving up on yourself. People won't find you attractive. Again, I mean, that gets less and less important as we get older, but you know, we're still women. We want to get dressed up. We want to look good. But this has not changed that. Sometimes you see yourself in the mirror and you go, oh my gosh, I have no makeup on, or I look a little tired. But I think I was going to feel that way whether I had brown hair, gray hair, red hair, whatever hair color I had. Just part of getting older as our skin changes and all of that stuff. But I have really, really enjoyed being gray, and getting cast in that Dove campaign was so much fun and such an amazing experience. I couldn't believe there I was at 51, driving to Toronto, being part of a 2-day photo shoot. So the first one was just photos. The second one was a video. I got called back for the video. It was obviously, it's Dove, so it's done in really, really good taste. And I'm thinking, when did my life become this? Like, this is crazy. This year I have had such fun experience on my Instagram account as well. I just finished doing a reel. I'm gonna show you, hold on. I got sent, look at how nice these boots are. I got sent 4 pairs of shoes yesterday. I got sent grounding sheets this week, which I've never tried. I just get spoiled. I totally get spoiled. But what I really like doing is, I haven't done it on my YouTube account because I don't know if people would be interested in watching it. And to be honest, since I have entered into perimenopause, I find my motivation is just leveled. It's not, I have a little bit of a meh all the time. Like, I really should do that, but my motivation isn't there. I'm now working part-time. I'm not full-time anymore. But I can find my motivation to come on here and do this because at the end of the day, all of this started because of my gray hair. I feel like there's value in connecting with other women. And if I know, and I see people are still watching my YouTube videos. So, I mean, I don't make a ton of money on my YouTube videos, maybe $100 every month or something, but I know that there is meaning and value in connecting and encouraging women. And I know, having been through it myself, that it is not the easiest transition. So, every now and then I'm like, okay, I got to come on here and do a video. As much as I love the clothes and I have so much fun with that, I know that the meaning behind that is not as good as somebody, or not as, it's more meaningful for me to support women during their aging process, because I know how much pressure there is put on us not to age. So I like to kind of connect with you guys and do that. And I haven't been posting any of my fashion stuff, but head on over to Amanda Silver Sister on YouTube if you want to follow me over there. I appreciate that, because also you get this imposter syndrome thinking, does anybody care what I'm doing? Is anybody watching my videos? And sometimes people don't watch them, and then sometimes so many people watch them, but it's kind of out of your control. So you have to, again, do that and go on there and post for yourself. It's not for everybody else. You do your best for the companies, but really checking your motivation in all things, I think, is what keeps you in a place of contentment. So anyways, at the end of these videos, I always think I'm babbling. We're at 13 minutes. I am going to let you go, but thank you for watching my video. Let me know how your gray hair growth is going. Let me know how many months you're in, and let me know where you're from. I love knowing where these videos are connecting. I am Canadian, by the way, and I do live in Ontario. So yeah, let me know where you're from. Have a wonderful day. Keep going gray. Don't give up. You are not going to regret it. You're going to love it. It's so good. I love having gray hair. Okay, take care.